And for Off the Block, I'm Vane Lopes, and we are now joined here by Ohio State All-American outside attacker Nicolas Szerszen. And Nicolas, you guys are taking on King in the NCAA tournament play-in match on Thursday. I ask you, what's your initial thoughts of being in the play-in match and taking on the Conference Carolina champions?
Well, we were a little bit surprised at first. I'm not going to lie, by the layout of the tournament a little bit. But as Janina Oman, our study director, who's part of the committee, said it's kind of our path, and we're just going to have to take it and go with it. There's not really other choice. So, I mean, it is how it is, and we're just going to have to play our best in the first game.
Yeah, I want to ask you is, potentially if you guys win this, obviously don't want to overlook King, but if you guys do win this, you guys won't have a bye week like all the other teams moving into the next round. Do you feel that's going to help you possibly playing a match this week as opposed to having a bye week?
Honestly, our graduate assistant here, Christy Blau, said that a game is always like worth 2 or 3 practices. So King is a pretty good team. We've already looked at him a little bit right now, and yeah, I mean, it's going to be a pretty good challenge, I think, and we're just going to have to abort it like every single game and just go out there and play as hard as we can.
And I want to ask for you, obviously, you guys are coming back after winning the NCAA championship last season. You returned some pieces, but you got a lot of new faces. What's the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team?
I'm going to say it was a little bit tough at the beginning of the year to have a couple of new guys on the court and see how when the momentum kind of switches, to see how it is a little bit difficult to bounce back. But I think we did a pretty good job to learn that over the season, and I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. Now it's just about how well can we prepare for the game and come out and play hard. That's it.
Yeah. Now Snell Thomas is obviously your starting third this year. You mentioned Christy Blau earlier. Can you talk a little bit about what Thomas has been able to do this season and how you feel that he's come along as a setter?
Sunil is definitely like a little bit of a shorter setter, so it's a little bit tougher to pass the ball off the net this year. But he's definitely got a really good serve and is a better defender than Christy, I would say. So it was a little bit of a trade-off. I don't think we're really missing out that much, and it was a bit of an adjustment, but I think we're dealing with it pretty well, and the season was gone pretty okay, so it's been good.
Yeah. Well, talking about serving, your serve continues to be on point this season. I gotta ask, from your standpoint, was there anything, in the off season? Because last year you were a dominant server, this year continues to be, but was there anything that you worked on with your serve during the off season and the season to get even better?
Not really. When I go back to serve, I really don't think too much. That's the main point. That's really serving is more about how you approach it and how the mentality. Once you got the technique, it's really about getting through your routine and not think about it too much and just toss the ball and hit it. I mean, that's really how we have aborted it here at Ohio State and how it's our mentality with serving, and it's not really changed from the past couple of years. So nothing really new on there.
Yeah. And, I have to ask you, award-wise, you made some history a few weeks ago, becoming the first player in MIVA history to be named the Conference Player of the Year 3 times. What's your thoughts on having that honor all to yourself in the 60-year history of the league?
It always feels good to get recognitions like that. I mean, you cannot say that it's not a pleasure to get recognized by people, especially at a conference level. It's really an honor, but honestly, it proves me that I'm trying to bring as much as I can to the team, and it's really like a good recognition for me to be aware of that and to see that people actually acknowledge the fact that I can bring to the team as much as I can.
Yeah. Well, and actually a little bit of award news as well. We're doing this interview on Tuesday, but it will be posted on Wednesday on Off the Block. So we can now let you know that, because this award will be announced on Wednesday, that you're actually going to be the winner as voted on by coaches and media, the International Player of the Year, the top international men's volleyball player in the NCAA. And I just want to ask you, what's your thoughts on winning that award with so many great international student athletes playing volleyball?
Being an international student is tougher than being an international athlete. When I came first to classes here and I went into physics and math, it was always pretty tough to kind of grasp on the new terms and the English terms because I learned everything in French before, so it was a little bit tough on this side. But volleyball is international. There's like a little bit of terms that changes from French to English, but once you get the grasp, it really comes easy. So from an athlete standpoint, it's not that much of a difficulty. It's more from a student in the class standpoint, if you know what I'm saying.